Welcome to my humble little office. My name is R. Keith Andrews. I am a spiritual guide and paranormal adept. Today we're going to talk about language, the spoken word, regardless of the language you speak in, the word want. How does that work for you? Or for that matter, how does it work for anybody? Now, from my experience, when you utter the word want, you are talking and thereby creating the energy of lack. So when you go, I want this, what you're saying is, I don't have it, I'm lacking it. What, from my experience, is happening is the universe hears you say this. The universe, God, Gaia, call it what you will, but you're sending out the message of what they hear is, I desire to feel a lack of whatever it is. Now, in linear thinking, it makes practical sense to talk about wanting something because you think of it as if I don't have it here, I'm lacking it, therefore I want it. Makes total sense. The problem is that reality works with only one time. Okay, we talk in terms of past, present, and future. The past is over. Okay, it's already done. For all intents and purposes, from everything I've seen, you can't change it anyway. The present is here. Okay, that's what you're living in the here and now. Regardless of your belief structure, that is where you are. Okay, and the future, quite frankly, is not yet written. There is nothing that says you cannot accomplish things. You may be getting on in life, you may be looking at it going, I've got major problems of my own. Okay, that there are things that don't add up. But when you when you utter the word want, what you're actually doing is you're pushing out that energy of lack of. Now, is this a good thing to talk about? Not necessarily. Okay. Is it a normal thing for people to worry about? Absolutely, because that's what you're taught. But the idea of talking about what you're talking about, from my experience, is you're talking about what you're lacking in. That's the energy you push out. Now, of course, energy out, energy in. If you push out the idea of you're lacking such and such, then that's what you keep getting. Now, it can be a difficult concept to wrap your brain around because you've been taught all your life and you've seen everybody rephrasing it in various ways to talk about what you want to see in your life. Well, I find it so much easier myself to look at, if I don't have something, to find a way to do something about it or to recall a way to do something about it. Okay. And like I said, it does make sense in linear thinking to go, I want such and such. However, when you change those words, we'll get to if at a different point, but when you change those words from I want such and such to I desire it, or I choose to have it, or choose to experience it, either choose or desire will work very nicely for you. It may sound a little strange from your standpoint because it's not a standard trained method of speaking. However, if I have a pen in my hand, or since I have a pen in my hand, I cannot say effectively wanting that pen doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's already there. But I can choose to keep that pen. I can desire to have that pen in my hand, both of which fit very nicely from my perspective. Okay, if when I get to the point if I've had enough, then I choose to get rid of it, so it's gone. And that comes back to the idea of changing what you're not content with. Okay, when you find something you're not content with, change it. I put the pen down. Now I desire to have it back. So I reach over, I pick it up, and I've got it back. No muss, no fuss, no bother. When you're talking in terms of I want such and such, do your best to get in the habit of changing that to either I choose to have it or I desire to have it, depending on what it is. You'll figure it out. Okay, this is just one of the many words that I have discovered over my years of research, of talking to different people, of seeing the effects of what their speech patterns were doing, regardless of their language. Okay, I see the same thing in virtually every walk of life, regardless of income levels. Okay, it boils down to a matter of perspective. Okay, so take a look at that side of it. This is something I've discovered over the years. Okay, is when you talk about wanting something, it seems to be very complicated to get it. When you talk about choosing something or desiring something, it seems to happen a little quicker. Okay, give it a shot, see what happens. There's a whole lot more information coming out, so absolutely take the time to give my video a thumbs up. Absolutely subscribe to my channel. If you've got questions, if you desire more clarity or more detail on any topic, doesn't matter if it's past video, and check out the past videos, there's a lot of them. Okay, if you've got questions or when you have questions about something, whatever the topic, drop me a line at any one of the contact points below. I will do my best to get back to you on it, or I will put up a video to cover it. Okay, like, there is no functional limit to to the information that I'm sitting on, not that I'm aware of yet. But for those of you that are questioning that side of it, I'm 57 years old. I've lived a fair chunk. Some odd life. Everybody's had odd lives. So give me a buzz. I do look forward to talking to you again in the future. So, until we meet again, take care of yourselves and each other, and for pity's sakes, stay positive.